me get this turn,
Good morning. Welcome to the 414 Good Morning Podcast. I am Garbage Man Mondo.
I'm regular civilian Daryl.
Last night was just trash. I get to it. It's just trash. So, speak. Rudy Gobert. Trash. Anthony Edwards. Trash.
He's supposed to be Jordan's son.
Who else we throwing in there?
Julius Randle.
Julius Randle. Trash.
Y'all got.
This is the talent they threw in last night.
They threw that towel in
Early.
2-3 games ago.
Early. You're trash. The performance I put up, trash. If I had my TV right now, I'd throw it in the trash because that was a waste of my time. It was just absolutely just garbage.
Them being in the conference finals was a waste of time.
Right.
But we all know if Curry hadn't gotten injured, we know what would have happened.
Haven't authorized, so order me a lift. I'm just trying to be in your presence since you blessed me with this gift. All of my friends dead and gone. No time to right their wrongs.
Or they fooled us. They fooled us. Like last night was a prime example of them just playing a magic trick on us. You know how a magician, they doing a trick right here, you know what I'm saying? They showing you everything.
Sleight of hand.
Right? And then the trick is really being performed behind your back, but they distracting you with all this.
Yeah.
They fooled us. That's what they did, right? And everybody look at it like, oh, they there, and they performing, and we think this can carry on. No, because they shouldn't even been there. Why were they even there in the first place, right? Steph Curry got injured. That's it. And why I'm throwing stuff out in the trash, right? I'm sorry.
The finals we about to have.
Finals. Just throw it in here. And you know what? Because we usually invite y'all to the cookout, I don't even want none of y'all food. Just throw y'all food in the trash. Don't even throw it in there. I don't want none of them French dishes from Rudy Gobert. I don't want none of that. Just throw it all in the trash. Julius Randle looked like he can't cook. He looked like. Well, I don't want your food, bro. I don't want your food. You remember you ever see Martin and you see Big Mama's house? And he put butter in the pan, and he put oil in the pan when he was cooking. Look like how Julius Randle cooked, right? Julius Randle, I don't know. He looked like he stank. Like,
Not just on the court.
yes, you need to get over Deion Cole and get some of that. Give me some of that.
That
Old Spice. You need to get some of that. But throw your game in the trash. You know, Anthony Edwards, while we throwing stuff in the trash, you definitely threw your baby mama in the trash. I'm sorry. Throw her in the trash. Don't invite her to the cookout. Do not bring that baby mama drama to my cookout. Please do not. Please do not. Y'all can show up, but I don't want none of the... Matter of fact, don't even show up. Don't even show up, right? Because it might be a waste of our time. Right? We don't want to throw that. You know what? Speaking of how y'all fooled us, right? Y'all pulled the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on us. That's what y'all did with the unvibs, right? Y'all tried to fool us. Y'all tried to fool us, right? Dark skin Viv and light skin and Viv, right? Y'all try to throw that in there like we wasn't gonna be paying attention, like we wasn't gonna notice. How you switch light skin to dark skin, right? So first of all, dark skin, we love dark skin and Viv. Right?
Dark Skin and Viv was the anchor of the show.
Yeah. And she had talent. Right? Do
Intelligent.
Y'all remember the scene when she was doing the whole ballerina stuff? Right? Do y'all not remember that? What was light skin Aunt Viv's talent? It was nothing. You ain't even got to think about it.
And this is the crazy part. Think about this. Think about this. She and light skin and Viv becomes a stay-at-home mom. What was Jeffrey there for? What was Jeffrey doing then? They were having an affair.
Something was happening.
Because there was no need to have Jeffrey on the payroll if Aunt Viv was staying home.
You know what? Her best talent was how fast she could pack her bags. Because every time she got mad, she was always packing her bags, trying to go to her sister's house. To me,
And whose sister house was she always trying to go to? Vi? Also, Will's mom? Why would you go all the way to Philly? She ain't want her kid. You think she wants you?
so she must have knew Anthony Edwards. Let me find. Let me find out. The kid is dark skinned. So Jeffrey, do you really got a kid out here hooping? Do you really got a kid out here hooping? I'm just saying. There's a reason. Like history seems to repeat itself, right? Especially if you don't correct it. So maybe Anthony Edwards is doing what all he's known that he's seen all his life.
He do kind of resemble Lou.
I'm just saying. So, but then my thing is, when a woman is fed up and she's having an affair, what does she do? She make up reasons to leave. She make up fights. Light skin and Viv always made up a fight, always a reason to leave.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Phil, you running for governor. I'm leaving.
Exactly. And we didn't even believe he was running for governor. Do Uncle Phil look like he was ever running? No. How's he running for governor? Do you think all 350 of him was running? I didn't see him running for governor.
Right, and she was talking about enjoying like their twilight years. How you gonna do that when you got a 4-year-old at home?
Yeah, but my thing is, to me, it's taxing on him being a lawyer.
Well, by that time he was a judge.
Yeah, a judge. And now you're getting mad because he want to better himself? That's definitely light-skinned activities. That's not dark-skinned that Viv wouldn't done that.
No. Dark Skin Anvil would have supported that.
Should have supported him.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely would have supported him. And then, so what? Light-skinned Anvil, use your talents. When you ran away, I was hoping that you kept running. Nobody wanted you back. Don't nobody even like you. And then when you on a reunion,
For what reason?
what?
When I watched The Fresh Prince and she started showing up, I know that's when the show starts to get worse. I'm over the show by the time Light Skin and Viv gets there, just like Light Skin Harriet. that we could get into Family Matters later, but like for starters, Family Matters wasn't even that good of a show. For them to y'all pulled it twice. Y'all had a little girl go upstairs, never come back down. Now she doing pornography. Y'all, what you do? But then y'all replace Harriet with a light skinned Harriet who looks like light skinned Aunt Viv. Nobody even noticed because nobody cared.
No, family death, it didn't matter.
And y'all did it for what? Just so she could like resemble the sister closer, who y'all got rid of, so y'all could try to explain to the little light skinned boy that the mom left. These light skinned people have a tendency to leave their kids.
And we talking about family matters. How? When y'all can't even get y'all family together.
Right.
That make no sense. Y'all trying to show us how family matters. When you show us when you don't like how your kid look, you just replace them.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you can't replace a kid in real life just like that.
Right.
I'm sorry. There's laws against that.
Mm-hmm.
But we supposed to take an example of a TV show, how family matters, how families stick together through thick and thin, and all this other stuff. You couldn't even stick together through the color of the skin.
Right. And Carl was a cop. He should know about neglect.
Unless he was trafficking.
I got a whole theory about that too.
Unless he was trafficking, he's a cop. I mean, he was covering up crimes. He'd go there and be like, yeah, we're gonna take you for the day.
I think when he became lieutenant, and dark skinned Harriet didn't like that, he got rid of her.
Magic trick. Could be possible.
Urkel probably had bipolar disorder, and they just entertained it, like Shutter Island. That man want he wasn't turning into no Stefan Arkell. He was just taking his glasses off and standing straight. He wasn't doing nothing like a transformation chamber. And you mean to tell me that that man didn't sell that to like the government or something? It was a whole Family Matters was nothing but a live action magic school bus.
Yeah. He probably just took his special pill.
They were all on drugs in that show.
And then he was just regular. He just came from Urkel to Stefan. Like he just took his pill and stuff. He was already Stefan. It just when he sit up there when he was off his meds, then that's when the other side of him kicked in.
Right, he had like split personalities.
That's it. They just didn't want to say that because back then having mental health issues, you wouldn't want to talk about it. You compress them a little bit. You compartmentalize them and stuff.
That's probably why the show's called Family Matters, because in black families, when like something wrong with somebody, he's like, oh, he different, he's special. So I think that's all it was.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like, well, what's wrong with that boy? He ain't nothing wrong with him. He just like his transformation chamber. He like his characters. He's special.
Yeah, like it would have been okay if y'all would have showed us putting on that helmet. Steve Urkel putting on his helmet, right? It'd have been okay if you'd have showed us him walking around with a pan and a spoon, just walking around hitting it, making noises, and just drooling. It'd have been okay if y'all had showed us, because we never seen Steve Urkel get to school. So y'all ain't want to show us him getting on that little short yellow bus with all the special kids. But they showed him in the classroom, right? That probably was a special ed classroom. Right? Because we never seen none of the Winslows there.
And if he was that brilliant, how come he wasn't more like Sheldon on Big Bang Theory, like just getting like passed up like for classes and stuff or grades? How come he was in college with Laura? He did a regular job. The boy was special.
That's it.
This was probably all a fantasy.
Yeah, and he probably only got with her. Why you think Laura didn't like Steve? She saw his flaws. She knew he was special. She knew that. I'm not about to kiss. You want me to kiss this kid that's drooling all the time? Right? That's walking around. He probably be walking around like just smelling her hair. Just weird. Just weird. Why you think? How can you explain he randomly always just pops up? Pop up. He probably was playing hide and seek by himself. What if he was playing hide and seek by himself? What if he was sitting up there like, Steve, you hide. Steve, you hide. And then he turned around, okay, I hide. And what if he was in the closet hiding, and he was in the closet while he's hiding, he's also counting. What if he was hiding like 1, 2, 3, 2, and he get out the closet like, I found you. Like, boy, you found yourself.
But how do you explain Myra?
She was special too.
I don't think Myra want real. How Myra looks better than Laura? She's actually interested in Steve, and he wants nothing to do with her.
Makes sense.
She want real. So and then when she comes up, all of a sudden Laura's interested in him, and they fight over him. This is all a figment of Steve Urkel's imagination.
This is how you know he was special. Who the hell get excited about opening the door? Look how excited he is. Y'all can't tell me he ain't special. Wait a little Ed on the side.
He was breaking into the Winslow's house.
Yeah, just fake. And then, speaking of another one, y'all try to get past this. The Claires. The Claire. Like, to me, that was one that I really didn't care about them switching again.
They did it early enough.
Right.
And this is the thing that I found like real interesting. When like Junior graduated, right? Claire was talking about how she was like a straight B student. So she wasn't dumb, she was ditzy. But the dark-skinned one, she was playing a valley girl in Connecticut. So she just came off as like dumb and flighty because she just wasn't like portraying the right character. So, and for one, like you can't be that dark talking like that. I'm sorry. I want to talk. But
It's like, if you go switch characters, you have to make it make sense.
Yeah.
At least. Or at least keep the storyline together. You can't bring on a new character that look different, and they also are playing a different person now.
Yeah.
So not only are you trying to switch up the person you're switching up the role. Also, Unveil was nothing like light skin Unveil.
Lost all ambition. Lost like Uncle Phil. He was with a woman who was his equal. Light skinned Aunt Viv was not his equal. That was the mother of his children.
Even if you look at how the kids respected dark skin Unveil, it was a different level of respect. It was a different level of authority in the house. It was just different. Like they don't even bring their problems to light skin Unveil.
Right.
They just looked at her like you don't understand.
Just imagine that the scene with Lou when he was talking about he had got like that job and he couldn't like do the triple wheel anymore. Yeah, Uncle Phil still would have like went off on him. But I could see like dark skinned Aunt Viv.
Oh, she would have took them earrings off.
She would have shredded him.
It wouldn't even got to Uncle Phil. She'd have got Uncle Phil one of those. I got this, bro.
Right.
I got this.
Oh, cause that's actually her family.
Yeah. She like
And she
like just
soon as Uncle Phil would have went off, Phil, it would like and we still could have had the moment where Phil is the one telling Will what's going on and why don't he want me, man? That still could have happened, but I feel like Aunt Viv would have dark skinned Aunt Viv would have shredded Lou.
Earrings came off. Somehow Vaseline. I don't even know. Did they have Vaseline? Vaseline would have been.
They had Vaseline in the 90s.
Vaseline would have been on. All the white people, the producers on the set, they'd have probably been looking like, what is she doing? But like that's what from white America, that's what black people do when they fight. They put the Vaseline on. That's what boxers use so punch don't slip off. But black people when they fight, they gotta take off everything. This would have came off. Y'all have been lost because she'd have took off that wig she had too. Everything you would have seen cornrows. She'd have been looking like Cleo on Set It Off. It would have definitely went down on set. They'd have been like, whoa, like weird. This ain't for real. But she would have took it. Would have got serious, right? Claire's. You can't just switch characters and switch the person at the same time. They didn't even play the same roles. They was two different people. Right? Only thing they had in common was both of them was clumsy. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Like you said, they talk different. Like the black Claire was like a white black person. White black person, right? Like they was trying to make her somebody that she wasn't. And then,
like I said, she was a valley girl.
Yeah, and then it seemed like they probably looked at the script and looked at the show and looked at it was just like, yeah, this ain't who we was trying to create. And they probably looked back at it and recreated her character and then switched her out with somebody else.
Yeah.
But also, I know many people don't watch this, but me, I'm into Marvel and all the other stuff, right? So I'm watching, and I was happy, Batwoman, because I got done with my Flash series. Now I'm watching Batwoman, and then they have a white Batwoman, right? Which wasn't bad. Third episode in, I'm thinking am I watching the Temu version? Am I watching Tubi version of Batwoman? Because now all of a sudden, Batwoman is black. I said, what the fuck? I'm like, you know how much research I did? I'm on Google all the Hey Siri, can you look up? Like, I'm confused. They confuse me. I'm like, how did she get white to black? How? And I'm looking like, man, Gotham City must have had its toll on Batwoman. She must have got a hold of some of them drugs. Like, Penguin must have slipped her a Mickey or something. I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, what the hell happened? Like, I understand light skin to dark skin to dark skin to light skin, but how you get from white to black?
Right.
Like how?
Well, I guess deep down I'm feeling a little confused.
We talking salt and no salt to salt.
No lips, two lips.
We talking about just paprika and pepper and salt
Right, to Tony Chachery's and slap your mama.
and Laurie's sauce. Like, see, now I'm just trying to figure out. We talking about no raisins in a potato salad? To raisins in a potato salad. I'm trying to figure out. We come to the point where it's just, hey, who made this mac and cheese? To bad, you bought the mac and cheese.
Went from chicken coming right out the packet to somebody washing chicken.
I'm just trying to figure out what happened. We went from super glue and gorilla glue in the cabinet to hair wig glue. Right?
It went from Batgirl to Batgirl.
Right? It went from her catching superheroes and saying, "Hey, I caught you in a crime," to now y'all still in that. Y'all need to put that back. It went from yes, I'm the hero of this city. I am Batwoman to fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. Like, I'm just confused on how I go from white to black. Like, who was sitting in that focus group meeting and was like, you know what we can do? We could just go dark. Literally.
Right, like it's already dark in Gotham. Like they ain't gonna tell the difference.
And they be like, and she fly at night? Oh, they definitely ain't gonna see her. They definitely ain't about to see her. She already in all black. But I'm trying to figure out who thought that was a good idea. Because first of all, you got all this crime that's being committed in Gotham City, right? Police is everywhere. So who bright? Just thinking about this right now. Who bright idea was it to put a black woman, a black person in general, in a suit, all black suit, with a mask on? Do that not sound like somebody that the police would be looking for?
Right.
Like,
Right. She at the bank like, I got the criminals. Bitch, you are the criminal.
if you coming to save me and you black with a mask on and with a random costume on,
I'm gonna think you crazy.
like, I don't know if you here to help me or to rob me.
I'm gonna think you Steve Urkel.
You get what I'm saying? I'm automatically going in my pockets like, here, you can take the phone, you can take it off. And she probably be like, nah, I'm here to help. Like, bitch, take the mask off then.
I'm here to help, but yeah, run them pockets.
Exactly. So, like, I'm just saying, like, she looked like the description of somebody when you be like, how did it look? I was about 5'7", 5'8". You know, they had a mask on. She looked like the description
Right.
of everybody they're looking for. Right? So it's like, are you helping the hood or was you robbing the hood? It just don't make sense. How you switch from white to like... And first of all, how would they have a white Batwoman? I still don't understand that, how they have a white Batwoman. Like, I don't need nobody to come down here and negotiate what's going on. She probably don't even stop crime, the white Batwoman. She probably sit up there and be like, if you guys don't stop, I'm going to write a letter to your organization and let them know about the infractions that you guys are doing. I just don't understand it.
White Batwoman ain't nothing but a Karen. That's all it
I just don't understand it. So we go over this all background. So we just talk about the foolery. But you know who didn't fool me? Was Shay Alexander. Right? But this shows you a prime example. Congrats, by the way. You're MVP, and you're about to do something and you're about to be a rare company.
Yeah, he's a Western Conference champion, MVP too.
Yeah, something that you and Steph Curry accomplished. So now let's see if you can go for that in rare form and rare air now. Let's see if you can go for that Finals MVP trophy now. So congrats to the Thunder. Also, this shows you that if the league put their hands on you, pause, that you're going to come out great. And this is just a weird coincidence, right? Anthony Edwards came out and said, I don't want to be the face of the league. Now you see, Conference finals 2 years in a row. This is as far as you get, bro. You ain't going no farther,
Right.
right? So now you can see now the new face of the league, Shea Alexander. You heard it here. Shea Alexander. They found the face of the league. The new face of the league. It's Shea Alexander. You could tell like they putting their imprint. You know what, they pushing Shea. Don't be surprised if you don't see more Shea commercials, endorsements, and everything else. Shea Alexander is the face of the league, and the NBA is showing you that once you're the face of the league, bro, you getting that trophy.
Yeah. You know, I don't. Shea will be one of the faces, but I think just like like Shaq them have been saying for years, they're looking for an American to remain the face of the league.
Yeah, but
That's why it hasn't worked with Giannis, Jokic, Luka, all those guys. Shea's Canadian.
Yeah, but I think with Shea is more relatable, right? With the trends, the fashions, the meme, everything
Yeah.
that they doing. Shea Alexander is more relatable, and he's young still. I just feel like every American they try to give it to, they don't want it. Like Jason Tatum,
He's not dynamic enough.
right? And then they try to give it to Anthony Edwards. What did he say? He didn't want it. You can't name too many. Ja Morant with the gun issues and stuff like that. You can't promote him.
Zion ruined his chances at being
Right.
the face.
So every American they try to give it to, they either got issues or they don't want it.
Yeah.
So it's like Shea Alexander. You can see they're pushing him now to be the face of the league. Like they officiate him like a superstar already. Like he's the face of the league already. So I think we said it a while back. Whoever come out on top, pause, of this the championship, that's who's going to be the new young face of the league.
Right. Because that's really what I don't want to call it an agenda, but it's an agenda.
Yeah, 'cause
That's what they've been trying to do with the conference finals matchups. Like we're gonna have a new just like the last 7 seasons, we're gonna have a new champion. But also whoever wins, this is they're gonna be still in their 20s.
Yeah, because even look at it, and I'm not saying that they have no more left in the tank, but all the people that we're used to seeing win the championships in the playoffs, they didn't get that far. It was either first or second round exits. They didn't even get them that far. It's just like, no, we need to figure out right now, marketing wise, and for the next 10 to 15 years, we need to figure out our new face of the league so we can start pushing this agenda and pushing this on people right now. Right? We don't need for the old superstars to compete with these young superstars right now, because even let's say if Steph Curry did go and get Shea, how can you show in a legit way that Thunder actually beat the Warriors without looking like
he beat an old like a team on his last legs.
Yeah, or how can we have Shea beat Steph without it making it look like we're trying to have Shea and the Thunder actually beat the Warriors?
Yeah.
Right? So, and I feel like that was going on throughout the whole playoffs. If you look at how it's being officiated, but it was just like, damn, he's still that good. Like we can't even tip the hand in the favor of the young people and stuff. So how can we keep trying to tip the favor into the young people without American and viewers looking like, oh, they definitely cheated, right? So I feel like now they're pushing that agenda to get that new face in,
Right.
and I feel like that's what they done. We both think that whoever came out the West, we've been said this, is going to win the championship. So I don't even think we need to give you a prediction of who we think was going to win.
It's more of a spoiler.
Right? And Indy tonight against the Knicks.
Put a bow on it.
Yeah, so it's over. We just getting ready for the championship pretty much at this point. So tune in again for the Hookah Lounge with Daryl and Drea. That's going to be up soon. Don't forget, if you want to go to your favorites, you don't have to listen to the whole episode if you don't want to. We have those 4 categories. We have the Make It Make Sense.
Yep.
We have the Hookah Lounge. We have, if you want to just listen to the sports part of it, and we also have our rumor mill, or us just talking about just our random stuff that's in our podcast. So click on your favorite playlist. That way you can have it going the way that you want it to go.
Right.
I want to say thank you. We are on our way to 2,000 subscribers.
That's crazy.
Last week we was just talking about 100 subscribers.
Right.
So I want to thank you for that. And while we here, I want to shout out. Let's see. I thought I had it in my pocket. Maybe I don't. All right. So I dropped the information below. But Brad, if you're looking for to make it make sense with your Medicaid, Medicare, and also financial, you need advice. Make sure that you call Brad.
Yep.
Brad, if you're
We'll
looking,
have the information posted up also.
yes, if you're looking for IT help and you don't want to spend all that money, and you look at somebody that's fast, early, and convenient, that do a great job, and also a great brother, make sure you hit up the YouTube page at Curb Tech, right? He'll take care of all that stuff for you.
Yeah.
So right now, you see, we paying bills now, so we got we got shout outs.
Yeah. Also, shout out to my wife too. If you're looking for anything going on for like a party, if you just need something small scale like a birthday cake, some treats, check out Treats by Drea.
Oh yeah, and I'm a personal customer, right? And I'm a walking advertisement. Her baking goods are delicious. 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 I walked out, we had a work function. I walked out with a whole case like, hey, Daryl, check your Apple Pay. I'm taking this box home. I ain't steal it. So, but, hey, nigga, I need these. And if you're looking for fashion tips, makeup tips, makeup tutorials, if you're looking to keep it up with the trends with fashion, make sure you hit up my life, Totally Tiffany, right? Look at her page, right? If you want to keep up with what's going on with the rumors and everything else, make sure you hit up the page. It's been real. This is the 414 Morning Podcast. I am Armando.
I'm Daryl.
Thank you for tuning in.
If heaven offer rides, Lord, order me a lift. I'm just trying to be in your presence since you blessed me with this gift. All of my friends dead and gone. No time to right their wrongs. Heaven must.